Hey guys, my name is Marcus. Some of you may be watching this video and some may not be. I've still got a few subscribers on this channel. But about 8 years ago, maybe longer, I started doing a YouTube channel where I was collecting my games and I was just putting them up on YouTube for the fun of it. Now, I was inspired by a few other YouTubers at the time. We're going back to 2008, 2009 here, so closer to 10 years actually. And I was inspired by a fellow YouTuber, Pete Dorr, Happy Console Gamer, Alpha Omega Sin was one of them that was upcoming. These gamers were the ones that I watched, and they inspired me to show off the collection that I loved and what I was trying to achieve, or the games I was trying to obtain. And the idea of collecting for me was collecting games that I enjoyed playing when I was a kid. And not just games that I played, but just things in general that I could obtain. Maybe there were extra games that came in a bundle. I'll flip them and I'll put them towards games I did want. You know, the usual. A lot of the gamers out there who are sharing a collection are doing just that. And that's what I'm going to be doing again. It's been a long time and I've never lost my passion for gaming. It's just when I was doing the collecting videos back then, I just didn't have the energy to keep going on YouTube. I was working really hard. I was in between jobs and I was spending a lot of money on games just, you know, for the hell of it, and I just didn't want to sit there and record myself opening a lot of the games. Most of the time I wanted to get home, relax after work and play the game, especially if it was a new release. And we're going back to the release of something like Heavy Rain, you know, that was 2010, Red Dead Redemption, and there was a lot of good games coming out at the time, so I didn't want to, you know, sit there and do the video. Anyway, to the point, so I wanted to start doing this again. This time my son wants to help me. He's old enough, he can help me, and you know, he finds games out there with me and we both love doing this. So this is not at all my old videos in the exact same way. These are not a continuation of my old collecting. This is a new us collecting. So we started again, and another reason I stopped would be the biggest reason would probably be PC gaming. I got into PC gaming a lot. I built my own PC and I wasn't playing or buying as many console games, so I didn't have as many physical items to share. However, that's changed. I'm still a huge and very, very avid PC gamer, but I'm also a very avid gamer in general. I have all the consoles except for the Pro and the X just yet. So I wanted to collect again because it made me happy. I was passionate about it and I really loved collecting them. This here, behind me, I'm not sure how much you can see there, is the accumulation of literally in the last month. We've been going hard at it. You know, we've been throwing in quite a bit of money at getting some of the games we used to love playing. And I'm focusing on games I used to play as a kid and what my son loves to play. So right here, I thought the first episode I'll do will be a recent pickups. These pickups here entail basically just today. So we were out all day today, and we went to a few people selling these. A few we found on Facebook, garage sales, and a couple we did go to EB Games for. They have their mid-year sales on and they're fantastic at the moment. So I'm going to start off here from the right here when I move to the left and show you what we got. The first ones here are some DS games. Now we picked up a pretty good bundle today from someone locally and they were selling all these games, and a lot of them are just, you know, filler that I'll probably flip and put them towards a game I want to pick up. And I am looking forward to picking up the new Ni no Kuni 2, the King's Edition on PlayStation 4, for which when I do, I'll do an unboxing on the video, hopefully. So let's get started. So the first one here is Pals. I don't know half of these games, and I probably won't keep half of them. Open Season. Now, my son will probably play some of these. Bratz, probably won't be played by any of us here. Tigers or Tigers, I don't know if that's like a maybe Winnie the Pooh game. I don't know anything about it. Bolt. My Baby Girl. That sounds fun. I mean, why would you need to play God of War when you have that? You know? Imagine Pet Vet. There's some great games here. I mean, you should just keep these. Kung Fu Panda. Tom and Jerry. I can't read what that is. Tom and Jerry Tales. I used to love Tom and Jerry when I was a kid. Never played a game. Bratz Super Babies. Again, see, why do you need God of War when you have Bratz? Come on. Another one. This is Pet Shop. Another one. I never got these games. Nintendogs, Dalmatian, and Friends. Now, I remember when these came out, I don't know what the big fuss was about. I never played one. I'm going to have to play one, see what the fuss is about. Bratz Diamonds, again. I guess a few kids own these ones. Nintendogs, Lab and Friends. So they're not all the same, these Nintendogs games. They're all actually different. Dalmatian and Friends, Lab and Friends, Nintendogs, Dash Hound and Friends. So you had to buy a different game just for different breeds because, you know, your parents didn't want to go out and buy you an extra dog. Fair enough. Harry Potter and the Half-Blood Prince. My son's over there laughing. You're going to make me laugh. Another pet shop game. Madagascar. Good movie. Might be a good game. Probably not. Cats and Cats 2. Could you stop that? Mario. You're getting me going over there. Mario and Sonic at the Olympic Winter Games. That's all for the DS loose cart games. There is a few here in the case. Let's move them aside. A few here boxed. And I've never heard of pretty much all of them. What's this? Battle of Giant Dinosaurs. He's still going. Battle of Giant Dragons. And that's pretty badass. Battle of Giant Dinosaurs and Battle of Giant Dragons. The Smurfs. Cats 2. So this is a very diverse range of games. So we're going from battling giant dragons to playing with cats. And of course, well, I know this one, Mario Kart DS. Now this game is fantastic. I actually do know this one and I will definitely keep this one. And all of them are actually complete. So they got the cart and the manual. And look at this, Cats and Cats 2. You think you'll play this? You're gonna like this one? Come on, speak up. I don't know anything about this. You know what? I think this is basically just Nintendogs, but Nintendo Cats, but that just didn't sound right. So this same bundle from the same person came with a heap of Game Boy Advance carts, and I love the Game Boy Advance. Definitely one of my favorite handheld systems. I had so many hours as a teenager playing. Well, not only the Pokemon games, but I also love the Dragon Ball Z games. I'm a huge Dragon Ball Z fan. And you can't see, but I have a huge collection of Dragon Ball Z statues up there. And Dragon Ball Super, of course. And it's because of the legacy of Goku and Boo's Fury and the Pokemon games, they have such an attachment to the Game Boy Advance. So I was really happy to get these as well. So first one's Madagascar, because apparently it wasn't good enough having it on the DS and the Advance. Stop it. Crash Bandicoot 2 and Spyro the Dragon. So this one actually my son was quite excited about. So he looked at this one in the car. So this is Rayman 3 and Winnie the Pooh. So he actually picked it up in his lap and he said, "Oh, Rayman 3. Oh, and Winnie the Pooh." I guess he's not into Winnie the Pooh. So this one I like. Super Mario Bros. 3, Super Mario Advance. I think there's a few of those. Power Rangers Time Force. Not a show I could ever get into, even as a kid. Shrek 2. Good movie. Rapala Pro Fishing. They must be pretty awesome games on the Game Boy Advance. I never liked fishing games, so... Super Mario World, Super Mario Advance 2. He's trying not to laugh and it's driving me nuts because he's afraid to be in the videos. So if you hear sniggering over there, that's just Damien. Yeah, you are. Ice Age 2. I went and saw the first Ice Age in the cinemas years ago. I can't read it. It's very small. Yu-Gi-Oh! World Championship 2007. Interesting. Never liked Yu-Gi-Oh! Much, but gotta watch it eventually. The Search for Pirate... Oh, this is the Dora the Explorer, The Search for Pirate Pig's Treasure. Awesome. Shark Tale and Shrek 2. Would you stop it over there? I'm not cutting. No. I love this game. So, Mario Kart Super Circuit, and apparently another one. I'm pretty sure the person I got these off had kids, and all of them had DSs, so, you know, that's the reason they have 2 copies, so they could have multiplayer. That I'm really happy about because I can play it with my boy, and we love the Mario Kart games. We recently got the Switch one, which I'll cover in a future video. Another Dora the Explorer Superstar Adventures. Stop sniggering, Damien. What's this? Columns Crown Choo Choo Rocket. Some great games over here. You've got to stop. I'm not cutting the video. These are the bonuses. These actually came with it. So there's 3 DSs here. So the first one is just a regular DS Lite, and it's in actually pretty good condition. It's pretty clean. Unfortunately, the styluses in all three of them are missing, but they all work fantastic. DSI, pink. Again, this one's in fantastic. This is probably the best condition of the three of them. And this one doesn't have the original stylus. It has a blue one, mix and match, you know, and a white one. Damien over here was talking to me today, and he didn't like the fact that this one was yellowed or oxidized. I think that was just the way the colors were on the buttons, though I'm pretty sure. You'll have to Google that one. But that's pretty much it for the handheld. Now, I also got a pile of console games today, and I was specifically trying to focus on my Xbox 360 collection. I loved the 360. It was one of my all-time favorite systems. But today entailed a very good PlayStation 3 haul and a single PS4 game. Now, this one I actually bought at eBay, so this is not a fine. Final Fantasy 15. I'm really enjoying this game, and I found the collector's edition in perfect condition with the Blu-ray in it for $15 at eBay. Now, their mid-year sales are insane, so I had to pick that one up. This one also a bit of a cheat. I got this one on eBay, and the reason I bought this on eBay was this was the first game on 360 I bought, the collector's edition of Perfect Dark Zero, and it's in really fantastic condition. And I only paid about $10 for it, and it arrived in like 2 days. So I was really, really happy about this one. Probably a bit dated now, but I'm happy to have it for the nostalgic reason. Darksiders 2. Games I unfortunately never got into. Being a huge hack and slash fan, I never got into them. Darksiders 1, but I figured I'd pick them up, play them again when I get the HD. I think they did the definitive edition. Now, Ghost Recon Advanced Warfighter, I was happy to find this one because this was not the first game I owned, that was Perfect Dark, but this was the first game I played. Now, back in 2006, when the 360 launched, I didn't have enough money to pick up any games with it at the time. Now, I was 17 at the time, or 18, I don't remember. But this game was the game I played, so I rented it to see if I'd like it, and I loved it. This is the game that showed me the new next generation graphics, and it blew me the hell away. So I had to get this. Alas, I ended up getting Perfect Dark Zero first, and then that one a week later. Ghost Recon Advanced Warfighter 2. Picked that up because of how much I enjoyed the first. It wasn't as good to me, but, you know, what the hell. Virtua Fighter 5 was more of a Tekken and Dead or Alive fan, but definitely a great fighting game. Anyone should check that one out. Ninja Gaiden 2. Picked this one up today, found it really cheap. Unfortunately, without the manual, so I'm going to have to find the manual for that, but definitely some really hard games there for a hack and slash. Moving on to PS3. Now, some of these are actually on my list, so I was really happy. I got the whole set of games here for $60, and I was really happy with that. So the first one is Wet. I never actually played this one. I don't know anything about it, but it looked cool, it looked fun. Max Payne 3, such a good game. I have this on PC. Absolutely fantastic. Platinum edition of The Elder Scrolls 5, was it 5? 4, Oblivion. One of the first games on 360 I had. I'll probably flip this one to find the 360 edition. A sealed copy of Assassin's Creed 4 Black Flag soundtrack. Cool. Assassin's Creed Brotherhood Platinum. Have this one on 360. Also, I don't like the Platinum case, so I try to get the original cases or black boxes, whatever you want to call them. Bayonetta. I have this one on Wii U. Far Cry 3. Fantastic game. The PlayStation Move starter disc. I never did anything new. Now, this one I actually really enjoyed. This one's kind of a hidden gem to me. This is the Bourne Conspiracy. Absolutely awesome fighting mechanics in this game. I was really happy to get this one back. I was surprised how much I did enjoy this when it came out. So again, really happy for that one. LA Noire. Now I'm going to pick this one up on Switch because it was recently released on Switch, but I loved this back in the day. I have that on 360, so I'm not sure what I'll do with this one. I have this one on 360. Saints Row 3, fantastic game. Probably not as good as the second one, but I did enjoy it. Naughty Bear. This is on my list purely because I was interested to see what it was like. I don't know anything about it. Pure Active, as you can see I'm not active enough, but Pure Active Personal Trainer. I think that came with like a big box. I forgot to put it in there. Is that over there somewhere? Where? Oh. Yeah, it came with this stuff. I guess they were trying to capitalize on the Nintendo Wii, the Wii Fit thing. So I probably won't keep them. And not for the reasons you think. Uncharted Drake's Fortune, Platinum copy. Unfortunately, I need this. So this will go into my collection until I find the proper case for it. That's pretty cool. This one I was really, really happy about. The God of War 3 Collector's Edition. And it's complete. I was really happy to find this complete. Now, I know this one's not too hard to find. But I was really happy to find. The only thing here is the spine is a little bit damaged. Funny enough, God of War, I never played, or at least I never finished the original 3 God of Wars. I was a big Devil May Cry fan, and I love Devil May Cry. I finished 1, 2, 3, 4, and just not the reboot. I hated the reboot. I mean, good game, crap reboot as for a character. But God of War just didn't captivate me because of Devil May Cry, I guess. I don't know why. There was a bit of bias there. However, the new God of War on PS4 I just finished 2 or 3 days ago, and that blew me the hell away. That was probably the best experience I've had in a game like that since The Last of Us. God of War Ascension, I don't know anything about this one. I think that's a prequel or something. Assassin's Creed 3. A lot of people don't care for Assassin's Creed 3, but that's the one that re-sparked my love for the Assassin's Creed franchise. Black Flag, fantastic game. Rogue, probably the most underrated Assassin's Creed in my opinion. This one is actually factory sealed as well, and I'll probably keep it that way because I have it on PC. But yeah, definitely the most underrated in my opinion. This game was probably better than its next-gen counterpart, which was Unity. And I thoroughly enjoyed Unity, but Rogue, fantastic. Murdered Soul Suspects, never played that one yet. The Evil Within. Siren Blood Curse. Now, I'll probably never play this. I'm not a horror fan on consoles. I hate things that scare me. I just can't get immersed in them. Aside from Until Dawn, I really actually am enjoying that. And me and my son and his friend, we're all playing it together and we're taking turns. And that's fantastic. We love that. But it's mostly just quick time events, which doesn't bother me in games. Grand Theft Auto 4 Platinum. I already think I have that. Uncharted 3 Essentials. Platinum Essentials, whatever. I already have that one. Fallout New Vegas Ultimate Edition, in my opinion, the best Fallout game ever made, and I have that on 360, so I'll flip that one. Heavy Rain. I am a huge Quantic Dream fan, and I cannot wait for Detroit, which comes out in about 9 days for us. I really have to get a normal copy of this and get it back on the PS4, the collection with Beyond Now. I missed out on Beyond, I never played that, but I loved Heavy Rain, I love the story. TNA Impact, not a big wrestling fan, I probably prefer the more traditional fighters. And SmackDown vs. Raw 2009. Yeah, my son loves these games, or he used to play those games, he enjoyed those games, and I don't think he plays them much anymore. That's pretty much it for all the games. The one last thing I have, so I'll just actually move these all out of the way. The one last thing I did pick up today, these so they're not blocking anything. I'll do an unboxing in another video, which I'll upload probably tomorrow. And a stylus stuck in it, actually, is this. I picked this one up today. So the Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite Collector's Edition. I was really happy with this because I walked into eBay today to pick up that Final Fantasy. And I saw this sitting there, and it has the $149.90 price tag. And I knew that was actually pretty good as it is. I know that's not retail. And I asked them, is this one on sale for the mid-year sales? She looks it up and says it's $77. 4 statues, and apparently some pretty cheesy but cool looking Infinity Stones, but 4 amazing statues for $77 with the game, of course. I couldn't pass that up. So I'll do an unboxing of that in my next video. Anyway guys, I hope anyone who may still be subscribed to you, which probably has moved on to other bigger and better things, if you did, fair enough. But any new watchers or anyone who does enjoy these videos, welcome back or welcome to my new channel. So this channel is Let's Collect Gaming, and that's basically going to be it. Anything I enjoy collecting, I'll show off purely because we enjoy it. Me and my son are always out hunting for game bargains and stuff like that. So yeah, we'll see you next time.